Let's face it, Nintendo has not done themselves a whole lot of favors with the Nintendo Switch 2. There's a lot of things that they've done this generation of hardware that have really aggravated some people and made them rightfully angry. Let's go through some common misconceptions with the Nintendo Switch 2 and kind of shed some light on them. First up is the fact that you cannot use third-party accessories on your Nintendo Switch 2. I use the Nixie Hyperion 3s and third-party docks on my Switch 2 all the time. It's not a problem. Not only do I use the AverMedia one that you see here, I also use the CWQ dock, which is my daily driver, up in my living room. These are great accessories, and Nintendo is not going to brick your system for using a third-party accessory. Now, if you do use a third-party dock and a third-party AC adapter, your mileage may vary on that. I highly recommend just stick with the stock Nintendo AC adapter. So let's talk about some game misconceptions next, because there are a lot of them out there. So we have a game case that came with a download code, we have a game key card, and we have a full-blown cartridge. Now, one of the things that people have been confused about is that with either a digital download or a game key card, you need an always-on internet connection. You don't, because if you did, you couldn't go on an airplane without having internet connection. You couldn't go on a cruise. You couldn't travel anywhere without an internet connection and be able to play digital only or game key cards. That is simply not true. With games like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, the entire game is actually on this cartridge. The final point I want to address here is whether or not you actually own your games. And I don't know where this came from. I think someone misinterpreted something in the terms of service when you first sign on to the Switch 2. There is an argument for digital downloads and game key cards that they are extended rentals, because once the servers go down, you lose access to your content. But if it's a game that is on a cartridge, the entire game is generally on this cartridge. Now, there may be DLC or other enhancements, quality of life type things that you would have to connect to a server to download. But if you want to just play this game today, it'll play the same now as it will in 5 years, and 10 years, and 20 years when the servers go dark. Like I mentioned, Nintendo has not done themselves any favors this generation, and they've really shot themselves in the foot from a PR standpoint. But the mob mentality of some people of F Nintendo and they can do nothing right, that's not fair either. I mean, I love the system, but it is flawed. And I've pointed out the flaws a lot of times as well. So I'll probably get it from both sides, being called a hater and being called a fanboy. And the truth is somewhere in the middle. I'm a fanboy that's also critical as well. Let me know, did this help clear up any misconceptions you may have had about the Nintendo Switch 2? Comment down below.